The internet was enraged by Cristiano Ronaldo's recent remarks that the Saudi Pro League was superior to the Major League Soccer. Naturally, it occurs whenever Ronaldo says something that may be construed as a covert attack. Many prominent European personalities have been lured to the Gulf nation, not simply senior citizens searching for one more windfall. 1 year ago, the answer to that query would have been obvious. Now, it's worth talking about. Here's an evaluation of the Saudi Pro League's comparison to the Major League Soccer based on various criteria. 1. Business model. As a component of the United States' successful bid to host the FIFA World Cup in 1994, the MLS was established in 1993. MLS was established as a single-entity structure, Major League Soccer, LLC, in order to avoid problems that the North American Soccer League encountered in the 1980s. Contracts between teams and players are with this organization. A model of investor-operator is used by the league. This indicates that business people can own teams and oversee the operations of MLS while also investing in the league as a whole. As a result, while individual teams profit from local television rights, sponsorship, merchandise, etc., a Harvard Business School working paper notes that teams must share a part of their profits from ticket sales and transfer activities with the league. However, the MLS receives money from league-level sponsorships and national television rights directly. This has the advantage that no one team can hijack the league because MLS is a single entity. This is distinct from what is found in the Saudi Pro League and the majority of other football leagues. The SPL's teams are distinct organizations. Al-Ittihad, Al-Ahli, Al-Nasr, and Al-Hilal will all become corporations, according to the Saudi Arabian Public Investment Fund Sports Clubs Investment and Privatization Project, which was just launched. PIF will hold 75% of each, with various charity organizations owning the remaining 25%. The Saudi government reportedly wants the league's income to triple to $480 million by 2030. By enlisting the aid of private equity partners, these clubs also hope to pursue further expansion. 2. Star-studded leagues. After signing a contract with Al Nassr in December to play for the team until 2025, Ronaldo has been paving the way for well-known footballers to play in the Middle East. He will earn £177 million, $215 million a year, according to AFP, which will be the highest salary in the history of the sport. Al Nassr now has 15 million Instagram followers, up from just 864k when he joined the group. Karim Benzema signed a 3-year deal with Al-Ittihad of the SPL in June after leaving Real Madrid. A season's worth of his pay is anticipated to be $200 million. N'Golo Kante of Chelsea has also agreed to a 3-year deal with Al-Ittihad, valued at about £86 million annually. Even Ruben Neves, who played for Wolverhampton Wanderers for 6 seasons in the Premier League, has agreed to a £47 million contract with Al-Hilal. The SPL teams have contacted many more PL players. Why are players taking these offers into account? Quite simply, the money. SPL clubs are not subject to any expenditure limitations. Clubs can entice players with significantly larger compensation as a result. If enough prominent talents are signed, according to experts, the 4 biggest teams, Al-Ittihad, Al-Ahli, Al-Nasr, and Al-Hilal, could draw close to 70,000 spectators to their home matches. Selling and attracting foreign TV rights and advertisers would be made simpler by this. Messi, on the other hand, signed a 2.5-year contract with Inter Miami CF, which is said to be worth between $50 and $60 million per year. In addition, Apple TV has acquired the only global broadcast rights for the Major League Soccer, MLS, in a $2.5 billion 10-year agreement. According to ESPN, Messi will receive a portion of sales from new customers who purchased the MLS Season Pass on Apple TV as part of his agreement with MLS and Apple. The least expensive tickets for an Inter Miami game cost $30 prior to Messi's arrival. Today, they cost $330. Additionally, according to reports, the club's goods sales have surged by 4,500%, and its Instagram account has 12.2 million followers as opposed to its previous 1 million. Messi isn't the first well-known athlete to play in the US, either. Other notable players that have joined the league include Wayne Rooney of DC United, David Villa of New York City FC, Robbie Keane of the LA Galaxy, and Zlatan Ibrahimovic of the LA Galaxy. Rooney became a designated player for DC United in June 2018 and was named the team's head coach in 2022. Even the legendary Brazilian player Pelé agreed to a deal with the New York Cosmos of the North American Soccer League, NASL, in 1975, coming out of semi-retirement. The league continued to exist until 1984. MLS was later established. David Beckham, who shocked fans by leaving Real Madrid in 2007 to join the MLS LA Galaxy, is a player who has made millions from the league. At the time, Beckham traded in his $20 million contract for a $6.5 million compensation, taking a pay cut of 70% to enter the league. He had an interesting contract whereby he would receive a portion of the team's earnings, including those from merchandise and ticket sales. By the end of his 5-year tenure with the squad, Beckham had earned almost $255 million, including his pay, sponsorships, and revenue sharing. In addition to Beckham, MLS also benefited from a significant increase in value. Both broadcast rights and audience presence increased by over 40%. Inter Miami FC was purchased by Beckham, Jorge, and Jose Mars in 2021. According to rumors, Beckham's share climbed from the previous 10% to 30% in 2021 following the takeover. Additionally, $150 million in preferred equity investment was made in the club by Ars Management. The club's valuation quickly rose to $585 million, placing it as the 10th most valuable MLS team. 3. Grassroots developments. Even though it paid its players extravagant salaries, the Chinese Super League was never able to catch on and succeed as the MLS has. The Major League Soccer started investing in its grassroots program to produce its own stars, which is a significant factor in this. Due to players like Christian Pulisic, Giovanni Reina, and Weston McKennie, to mention a few, the USA team is now a legitimate danger in international competitions. Although bringing in top players from outside the league can enhance the spectacle, only concerted investment at the grassroots can boost the league's prospects. If Saudi Arabia purchases superstars and raises player caliber throughout the league, it may be hoping that more people will watch football. However, the league won't stop being the new kid on the block and become viable until more individuals choose to play football as a vocation because of adequate facilities at the grassroots level. 4. Match-going fans. Simply investing in better players will result in a higher quality product being broadcast on television, which will improve viewership worldwide. Stadium attendance data, a crucial metric for the popularity of every league, however, reveals a lot about the country's enthusiasm in the sport. The Premier League can verify that a packed stadium with a boisterous atmosphere promotes a terrific product. Here too, MLS defeats Saudi Pro League, and by a wide margin. According to the most recent statistics, there were 7,011,953 spectators overall in MLS during the 2023 season. There were 21,981 spectators per game on average. Most teams were able to sell more than 90% of the seats, while several teams, including FC Dallas, Minnesota United, and Los Angeles Galaxy, routinely sold out their stadiums. However, things seem bleak for Saudi Arabia. In the first place, the infrastructure is incomparable. 7 of the 16 teams had stadiums with a capacity of fewer than 20,000 people, with 3 having fewer than 10,000. Even then, most club stadiums were only about 50% full. In a stadium that can hold 56,453, Al Hilal, the team that signed Milinkovic-Savic, had an average attendance of 9,854. The attendance at Ronaldo's Al Nassr increased after he joined the team, but the numbers before to it were so dismal that the average attendance in a stadium with 25,000 seats ended up being 17,638. These will likely increase as top players join these clubs, but it increasingly appears that the nation lacks the matchday culture that the USA appears to have successfully established. 5. Final call. Is Saudi Pro League better than MLS? A league cannot simply become better by simply purchasing better players, at least not immediately. Saudi Pro League now only has the status of a transfer market disruptor, while having the potential to upset football's established order thanks to its bottomless financial pit. In almost every way that improves and sustains a league, MLS is in the lead. The major accomplishment for Saudi Arabia is that they were able to turn this into a legitimate discussion in just one transfer window. In the long run, don't write them off, but for the time being, Cristiano Ronaldo's assertion might be more wishful thinking than reality. The choice of which league best suits your passion for soccer is ultimately up to you. But when quality, popularity, and expansion are taken into account, MLS seizes the initiative like a lion pursuing its prey. Keep in mind the potential that the MLS has to offer and resist the draw of the Saudi Professional League's wealth. Indeed, there are moments when the underdog wins our affection and makes an enduring impression.